Good morning, it's Matthew James, it is I. Some of you will possibly be watching me for the very first time. I'm wondering just who Matthew James is. Well, I've been a clairvoyant and medium for professionally around 32 years. Now, I developed and started in a town in the UK called Blackpool, and I went to a development group in Blackpool back in the 80s, and that's where it really all began professionally. It began with 3 professional readings that were set up by a good friend of mine one evening, and I was 18 when I did my first professional readings, and it really developed from there. I use the clair senses, I use the clairvoyance, the clairaudience, the clairsentience. My predominant senses are clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience and clairsentience. So I use clairgustance and clairalliance, the sense of taste and smell, also. And I haven't actually talked about those senses on any videos, and I'm going to actually touch on those. But yeah, I use the mental mediumship, as it's called, which is where the information comes into the mind, and it's your mind that processes the imagery, as opposed to direct voice, which is physical mediumship, where, like Doris Stokes, you hear information from the outside. So I've been developing my senses mainly in the UK, but in 2002 I moved to New Zealand and re-established myself in New Zealand, in Hamilton, New Zealand. Then in 2008 came to here, Australia, and re-established myself here. So I've been in Australia ever since, and I do work as a medium. I now call myself a shamanic medium because of my Celtic roots, and I bring this out with totem animals, with numerology, with medical intuition. So I have quite a few strings to my bow. I'm really grateful that you are a witness to my videos, whether it is a new face or an old face. It is wonderful to know that you are watching me and you are listening to what I have to say in my videos. And there are going to be some more what I call teaching videos ahead. I do want to talk about clairalliance, clairgustance. I do want to talk about the art of mental mediumship and how to actually interpret the messaging. I do want to talk about symbology and totem animals, and indeed I've actually got workshops coming up. Your own totem animals, how to connect with your totem animals, what your totem animals mean, how it feels to be a totem animal. So in a meditation I will get you to actually shift into the form of a totem animal, to actually understand that animal and understand why that animal is connected to you. I'm also going to deal with the symbology of the subconscious, and just touch on clairvoyance and the ability to understand symbols and what symbols are all about, and why the subconscious processes those symbols, and how we link it to our daily lives. So that is the workshop that is actually coming up on the 3rd of July in Adelaide, but I'm also offering people in Canberra the same workshop or a similar workshop. So yeah, I sort of specialize in the mental mediumship. That is my gift, that is my tool. And like I've specified many times, mental mediumship, all right, you use your mental faculties, you use the ability of clear seeing, clear hearing, clear tasting, clear feeling, clear sensing, but it isn't the mediumship. I do work as a medium, I do work as a traditional medium and as a shamanic medium. Key differences: with a traditional medium, it's grandmother or it's grandfather or it's uncle. It's personal messages of survival and reconnection and working with family karma that I work with. Shamanic medium, I deal with the ancestral connection, the ancestral karma, the ancestral DNA. I still get your relatives, but I get them on an ancestral level. I'm working from one world to the other in both cases. I'm working from with this world and the other world. I straddle both worlds. So that is a main skill of mine as well, but I cannot do the mediumship without the mental mediumship ability. abilities without the clear senses. The clear senses are the converter, they're the downloader, they're the let's say the language interpreter, because they deal with bringing stuff outside of the five sensory reality into the five sensory reality. And without those faculties, it is very, very difficult to actually communicate with the other worlds, because their vibration, their thought vibrations are much quicker than ours, and there has to be a download or a downgrade of that information for the brain to understand. That is my comprehension of mental mediumship. It might differ to yours, it might differ to other people's, but that is my experience of it, and I do want to cover more of these subjects on future videos, so I'm actually going to leave it there. I'm going to say enjoy your day, everybody. It's a wonderful morning here. It's a little past, I think it's probably about 7:40 in the morning here. Speak soon, everybody. Enjoy your day. You've been listening to Matthew James on the Urambi Hills. Bye for now. Hi everyone, have you ever wondered what your totem animals are? What it feels like to be one of your totem animals, and what the totem animals are actually saying to you, and the meaning behind those totem animals. Do you know what the difference between a power animal is and a totem animal? Can you interpret the symbols that are around you? If you'd like to find out more about these subjects, join me in one of my Totem Animal and Symbology workshops and find out more about your inner animals, your power animals, find out more about what it means to be one of these animals and how these animals connect with you and why these animals connect with you. So find out in one of my Totem Animal and Symbology workshops. One more thing, everybody. Who wants me to do a video on mediumship, on actual messaging, giving messages from the other worlds? Who wishes me to do that? Do you want me to do that? Do you wish me to start communicating and giving messages from the other worlds and putting it on video for you? It has been suggested to me, so everybody, if you want me to start delivering messages on these videos, if you would like me to actually perhaps get a message from the other world for you, then please let me know, and I will start delivering messages on these videos. I will start doing a mediumship moment. I will do my Mystic Switchboard for you. So that is if you want me to do a message for you. So just think about that, guys, and let me know in your comments below this video on Facebook or even on YouTube, and let me know if you want me, Matthew James, which is I, to start delivering mediumship messages for you on video.